Yeah, it's a cold and snowy Saturday morning here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I welcome you guys to the third episode of the Zuckerville Diaries. It's a series of authentic, no holds barred Facebook Live conversations exploring an array of human interest topics. I'm hoping that this series can be an entertainment, education, and inspiration hub that will communicate positive life values, lighten the burden of everyday life, and inspire in viewers the life transforming choices and actions they need to take and make to live a fulfilling life. I'm excited to have with me today Susan Diary. She's a meal planner, health coach, weight gain and weight loss coach. Susan will be helping us bust some common myths around food, dieting, and weight loss. She'll be helping us see what we've been doing wrong and what we should be doing instead. She's also going to be sharing the inspiring story of her weight loss journey and how she accomplished the incredible feat of shedding 17 kgs without hitting the gym, without slimming teas and supplements, and without dieting pills. She accomplished this just by sticking to the right diet and exercise routines at home, and she credits her success to a combination of discipline and consistency. It's a pleasure to have you on the Zuckerville Diaries today, Susan.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good morning from
Thank you so much.
Calgary.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. The pleasure is ours to have you here, share with us your insights, your wisdom, your experience, and I'm looking forward to an exciting and insightful conversation today. I also want to welcome everyone who's joined us for this live session. You're in for an incredible time. So, Susan, let's get right to it. Now, I've met people who say no matter how little they eat, they just never lose weight, even if they want to. They've tried every weight loss program imaginable, and nothing has worked for them. On the inverse, there are those who just never gain weight, no matter how much they eat. Is it true that some of us are just destined to be plus sized or slim, no matter what we do?
All right. Thank you for that question. Funny enough, I used to think that too, that, some persons are like the way they are based on the fact that, okay, they can never get fat or they can never add or they can never lose weight or gain weight. But that is a myth in itself because, first of all, many things actually influence weight gain and weight loss. And a very core part of it is your body metabolism. And that can be influenced by genes. So for example, you're born in a family where everyone is plus sized. There's every tendency that if you don't watch your weight or you don't watch your diet, you don't watch your lifestyle and habits, there's every tendency for you to gain. While the people that come from homes where everyone is just, slim, and somehow no matter how much they eat, they just tend to not add. And that's because their genes are responsible. This is where caution comes in because I usually tell people you cannot actually say you cannot gain weight until you are old. Yeah, because there are people who, while they were young, said I can never gain weight, and so they threw caution to the wind and started eating anyhow. There was no caution on their lifestyle. Everything just went wild. And trust me, by the time they started eating like 40, 50, they began to gain. So as much as your family gene, lifestyle can influence whether you will gain or lose weight, but your habits can actually engineer many things. So don't just say persons are actually destined to be slim. Family influences, gene, body metabolism can actually make your body, lose weight very fast, or they won't make you gain. Because the truth is, one reason why you always gain weight is when you have more stored energy than your body is using. So if you are eating more than your body would use, you would definitely gain weight. And if you're eating less, that's fine. And there are people, because they have some very fast body metabolism, so as they are eating, their body breaks down the food immediately. So it has no place to store. But at the same time, if they don't maintain a very good habit or lifestyle, they will definitely gain weight. So I usually tell people, don't be quick to say you can never gain weight until you're 50, 60. When you are
Really?
that, yes, because anybody can gain weight at any time. I mean, it's that serious. Anybody can gain weight at any time. In fact, this COVID season that happened last year, where everyone was at home, were locked down at home, was, a proof of many things. And many people who went to COVID at 48, 50 kg, they came out at 70. I had a rush of clients after the whole lockdown. A lot of persons gain weight. A lot of persons. So it's beyond just saying I can never gain weight, or no matter what I eat. Some people that begin to starve themselves, so that they don't gain weight. At the end of the day, it doesn't work. So at the end of the day, it's not weight loss is not starvation. So even if they eat less and they have some very bad eating habits, nothing will change. That's the truth. Nothing will change.
That's interesting. Is this always the case, or there are exceptions?
Oh, the truth is there are exceptions, but sometimes always the case. Sometimes always the case. I tell people your habits, your lifestyle determines like 80% of what happens in your body. So for example, I'm someone, for example, maybe every day I consume like maybe 4,000, 5,000 calories every day. And I have, genes that can never make me gain weight, sort of. But with time, I'll begin to gain because my habits are wrong. Maybe I don't sleep properly. There are a lot of factors to weight gain and weight loss. There are a lot of factors to this. So if all of these are in place, no matter how good your genes are, you will gain. And if you have some very bad dietary habits, no matter how much you want to reduce your food, you will gain weight. You will not lose weight at all.
That's interesting. So a lot of people just assume that everyone who is plus sized is unhealthy. Is
Okay.
this the case, or is there a healthy way to be big or plus sized?
Interestingly, this is something that I have to always battle with people. There's this body positivity that's reigning that makes people feel like, okay, own your body and all of that. There is nothing good about being plus sized, if not for any other reason, for on earth grounds. Okay, because when you're plus size, your internal organs are at risk. Yes, they're at risk because of all the fatty tissue around your heart, around your internal organs like your kidneys, your liver, your lungs. And another thing you see that most people that are plus sized, they can't walk long distances, easily get tired, and are at a very great risk of having heart diseases, including stroke. So at the end of the day, beyond just being on the plus size, is that there is no healthy way. There is no healthy thing about being plus sized. I've been there. So I know what I'm talking about. I've been there. And people that are plus size are very, very vulnerable to a lot of things. Now, I'm not saying everybody should be slim. That's not possible. There's something we call body mass index, BMI. Your BMI will determine whether or not you are okay or not. So once you are on the on the overweight scale or on your base scale, trust me, you're not okay. You're not good. There's nothing good about it. Seriously, there's nothing good about it.
Interesting. So that brings me to something you mentioned, body positivity. Now, for those watching who do not know what body positivity means, it refers to the assertion, that all people deserve to have a positive body image, regardless of how society or popular culture view ideal shape, ideal size, and ideal appearance. So the goal of this movement, the body positivity movement, is to help people build confidence and acceptance of their own bodies, regardless of weight or size or all of those other factors, while also addressing unrealistic body standards. So it's a social movement that was created to challenge prevalent beauty standards, build positive body image, and improve self-confidence in people who are otherwise not confident about the way they look. Now, Susan, in your opinion as a health coach, how does one balance being body positive and being confident in their weight, their size, their appearance, with the realistic need to do something about their size and weight for healthy living?
Okay, and that's a very wonderful question, because we live in a time where people just want to feel good about themselves, and if not properly checked, will lead to a lot of things. Now, is there anything wrong in loving yourself? Beautiful. It's good to love yourself. It's good to love how you look. It's good to not have low self-esteem. Someone asked me some time ago. He said, "Was there a time you felt you had low self-esteem when you were big? Did you bat?" I said, there was never a time I battled low self-esteem. Even when I was weighing 79, 78, no, I didn't have that. Okay, but I knew I had to do something about my weight. As much as, okay, love yourself, love how you look, appreciate yourself, but there's a place for you to realize that no matter how much you love yourself, your health is priority. Now, beyond social appreciation of how you look, you must be more concerned about the health ground. I mean, what happens? Am I really okay? There are people who are very slim, and people like how they look because they're slim. But when you check them health-wise, they are gone. I mean, they are so unhealthy. And I tell people, I said, the fact that you're slim doesn't mean you're healthy. You may just be someone who your genes are just favoring you. I mean, you can be one of the most unhealthy slim person walking the earth. And trust me, with time, your health will show that you have some very bad habits. So love yourself, own yourself, but you must know when you need to gain weight. You must know when you need to lose weight. And once like I said, your BMI, body mass index, is normal body mass index between 18 to 25. And how do you know your body mass index? Your weight in kg divided by your height in meters raised to power 2. For example, maybe you're 100 kg, for example. Your height in meters, maybe you're like 1.6 meters raised to power 2. Is how you know your BMI. So you should be able to know when you are actually not healthy. Don't allow society pressurize you into accepting what is not normal, what is not ideal. Yes, because the people who are telling you, oh, why do you want to lose weight? Love yourself. Actually don't know what you're going through in your health. There was a time because of my weight, I began to have I used to have this chest pain that was so bad. Like, I was always going to see the doctor like almost every 2 weeks. I mean, I was so sick, and they kept treating, giving drugs. I had to do chest x-rays and everything. Anything, I'm already tired. Now, I can tell you, since I lost weight, all that pain, all that tiredness is no longer there. So that tells you that, okay, it means I have too much fat around my organs that actually began to weigh my system down. Love yourself. I tell people, please do that. But please know when you are actually loving yourself to death. Because if you are not healthy, you are not healthy. No matter how much you want to love yourself, if you are not okay, you are not okay. So it's beyond just a social norm. There are health standards to this thing. Your lifestyle, your habits. You are weighing like maybe your 1.6 meters, like 160 cm, and you're weighing over your 100 kg. You can't love that. You can't love that. You're weighing 90. I know your height actually determines a lot of things, okay, but at the same time, you cannot love yourself into what is not normal. Please don't allow anybody deceive you to love yourself when you are not okay, or you are weighing like 48 kg and you are over 25 years old. That's almost telling you that you're on the weight scale. You need to hard. The person that may not see it as anything, but somehow your health is at stake and you have to do something about it. Yeah.
Wow, very insightful response, and I think you make a very good point. I love what Siafira Angelina had to say about body positivity. She's one of the proponents of this movement, and she wrote on her blog a while back. She said some people think that body positivity and self-love is just by literally loving your body.
Yeah.
Nothing else than that, nothing more than that. Fight the fat shamers, and that's it. I disagree with it. I disagree with the idea of body positivity being just those things. All of us are beautiful, I agree, and we do not need to deny that. But what we need to realize is that we're missing one thing. True body positivity is giving our bodies what it deserves. You do not need to be skinny to be healthy, but you need to have a good lifestyle to be healthy. Eat healthy food, exercise, try to always do what you love in life, because if your mind is positive and healthy, your body will follow along. That is what we forget inside the body positivity movement itself. It is what we have to bring to the table every time we talk about our gorgeous bodies. And that's from a proponent of, the body positivity movement, echoing some of the things you said, Susan. Very insightful response. That brings me to the next question. So what inspired you to go on your own weight loss journey, and how did you manage to pull off losing 17 kilograms in one go at home without going to the gym and without
Yeah.
using dieting pills? That's one incredible fit.
Yes. Okay. The truth is, I've always been this chubby child growing up, like this chubby child. I didn't really like it. Okay. I didn't really like it. Not because I had low self-esteem, but I felt there was a way to look good, not being that plus size person. So, but over the years, I've been on internet, browsing for stuff, you know, mix this, mix that. And the internet is not even helping matters, because you go on internet, you see how to lose 12 kg in 5 days, how to lose 20 pounds every week, and these things put people under pressure. They begin to drink all sorts, buy all kinds of slimming things, supplements, And another thing is they also intensify exercises. Now there's a place for exercise, and there's what we call the exercise threshold. And that is where it comes to a point where your body will no longer lose weight with exercise. I mean, you have so overworked your body that instead of losing weight, you begin to gain so much muscle. And many people are on this scale. You see some people will tell you they gym a lot, but they're looking very big. I mean, so big that they're now looking bigger than they ought to. So no matter how much they eat the gym, nothing works, because they've gone to that threshold. So that's what I have to face. Drink this, drink that, drink this, drink that, until February last year. And interestingly, February makes it 1 year that I actually started the
Wow,
journey. You know,
congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I was online one day, and I saw this lady, you know, who I used to know used to be very big, like very big. And when I saw a picture, man, she was cut into two. And I was like, wow. So I inboxed her. I'm like, okay, I really love what I'm saying. What did you do? So we had conversations about, okay, intermittent fasting, okay, cut down carbs, and those things really help increase your water intake and all of that. And I am a dental nurse by profession, so that really helped. So I began study, reading, tweaking my meals, knowing what to eat. Now, the first 1 month was quite crazy because I wasn't losing weight, and that got me bothered because many things were not done properly. And I usually tell people, your diet is 80% of what will make you lose weight. I mean, if everything goes wrong in your diet and lifestyle, trust me, even your exercise will not work. So I began to read more about, okay, so what does this food contain that would make me gain? How many calories do we have in a spoon of rice, in a spoon of beans, in a tablespoon of oil? Okay, so what do I need to eat? I began to study and read fruits, because you have people tell you, I eat a lot of fruits, and not knowing that certain fruits can make you gain weight too. Yes, please. Certain fruits can make you gain weight. So it's beyond just saying go and eat fruits. You can be eating fruits and be gaining weight, but your intention is actually to lose weight, but it's not working. So all of these were things I had to factor, read, study about stuff. And the good thing was it happened during the lockdown. And the lockdown was a time where people weren't going anywhere. So I was locked in the house. I had to do exercise every day. I was doing my intermittent fasting, drink water. I was eating a lot of vegetables. I would tell anybody, if you're going to live a very healthy life, whether you're gaining weight or you're losing weight, you need to invest in fruits and vegetables. For me, it's like a mantra. Every day, even if not every day, I ensure at least in a week, 5 to 6 times every week, I take fruits. At times in a row, like every day in a row, I take fruits almost every day. And that for me is a personal discipline. And also knowing portion control. Okay, you cannot want to eat everything and want to lose weight, and not just weight loss, even maintaining a very good health. You cannot want to eat everything. We tell people, why not take 5 small meals instead of having 3 large meals. Because the more you overwork your digestive system, the more you have less digestion, and we know where that is going to. So if I'm going to reduce my meals, then I must be eating the right things. Now, weight loss is not starvation. I don't encourage it. The people who usually do long hours of fasting. It's not advisable. As a nurse, I wouldn't advise that, because with time, you begin to develop health conditions like ulcer, and every other thing that comes with it. So ensuring that, okay, you eat the right proportion of things and invest in protein. I eat a lot of proteins, beans. Over here in Nigeria, we have what we call akara, momoy. They're very good, very, very good. Unripe plantains. So I have to begin to now look into my meals. There's a time sometimes for 2-3 weeks I may not eat swallow, what we call swallow here in Nigeria. I said something last week in my live broadcast that I drank Gary for the first time in 10 months.
Wow.
In January. For the first time in 10.
Wow.
Yes. Weight loss is discipline, like discipline. There are times I eat my last meal by 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Of course, I don't do that anymore. No, I don't. But I try to, as much as possible, ensure I eat the right time. So if you're going to eat 3 times a day, ensure you don't overwork yourself. It's not war. I can usually say eating is not war. It's ensuring that you have the right diet, the right nutrients, the right everything, number of calories in your meals. And if you're going to lose weight, for example, you have to consume at least 1,300 to 1,500 calories every day, like every day. And that's your breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything you're going to eat in a day must be 1,500 calories. And if you're going to gain weight, you have to eat above 3,000 calories. And if you want to stay healthy and normal, 2,000 calories every day. Now that's a hard feat, because how do you measure the onion, the salt,
Exactly.
the fruit, and everything? So that's where the expert comes in, and that's why I help people to ensure you eat the right number of calories you need to eat every day. And trust me, if you follow my meal plans, whether you're gaining or losing weight, you would achieve the results, because everything is counted. If you're going to live a healthy life, you cannot eat 10 spoons or 20 spoons of food. Everything is counted. And then you have to eat less sugar. People add weight not because they are eating fat. People gain weight because they eat sugar. Sugar is the trigger for weight gain. So once you remove your sugar out of your meals, you will know how healthy you will be. When I mean sugar, I'm not saying you will not eat anymore, but there are people who usually take soda every day. And that's a very, very bad lifestyle. Every day they take soda. One day they're taking soda, they're taking ice cream, they're taking pizza, they're taking all manner of stuff. Some persons, their breakfast in the morning is bread, jam, tea, then some toppings. By lunch, they're already heaping stuff. By dinner, they're taking pizza, shawarma. I mean, a lot of things. And the body has the number of calories it can handle in a day. So what happens to the rest? It's a carry over to the next day. At the end of the day, it's not okay.
For a long time, living in Nigeria, I was never aware, let alone paying mind to things like reading nutritional labels, calories, and things. It was when I got here, and on one of those days when I did my regular checkups, my doctor then referred me to a dietitian, so someone like you basically, and this individual walked me through things I needed to start doing. That was when I became aware of what I was eating. I became more aware and conscious of my food intake, reading nutritional labels. Before buying things like milk, before buying bread, I cut down on white bread, on sugar. I cut down on milk. Even I started to take more soya milk, almond milk. I beg your pardon, not soya milk, almond milk. I started to take more of brown bread, brown rice and things like that. And I've had amazing health outcomes. saying. So I can relate with what you're saying, and it really does take a huge amount of discipline. So I'm just wondering, how were you able to? It's 1 year today since you got on this journey of weight loss. How were you able to achieve that momentum, first of all, and then to sustain the momentum, be disciplined, and stay committed to your routines, to your dietary routines, to your exercise routines, and all of that? How were you able to achieve that? Because this is where a lot of people
Okay.
stumble.
All right. Now the thing is, I used to tell people that if you're not self motivated for things like this, people's motivation will not help you. So, because sometimes people want that external motivation where people have to push them to want to lose weight, to want to gain weight. And if you don't have that personal motivation, nothing will work. Because I know people who, they call themselves failed dieters, after a while, they begin to get tired of the whole routine because it's boring, where you have to just be on a kind of diet routine where every day you have to do exercises, even if not so rigorous, but at least you ensure that your body is, have body movements. You have to drink a lot of water every day, eat fruit, eat vegetables. That sometimes can be very rigorous. For me, I'm someone who can be very self-motivated. Yes, I had people around me who were encouraging and all, but personally, because the truth is there'll be days where you won't have that push from people. There'll be days where you are tired. There are times where, I had a very tiring day, but I have to do exercises. There are times where, I didn't feel like eating certain things, but I had to. And one thing that would actually build that discipline is knowing your health is at stake. So for me, my health is at stake. So if my health is at stake, what would I do? What measure would I put into it? So no, and that puts me on the edge. I have a goal in my mind. I want to live a healthy life. I want to cut down on my weight and everything. So now what do I need to do to achieve this? So no matter how tired I am, no matter how boring this is, I have to stick to the plan. My health is at stake. So this is what actually builds that discipline in me and consistency. Now, beyond just being disciplined, the consistency is actually the problem. So most people actually have that initial momentum at first. They are keeping it, but they are somewhere along the line they begin to lack that consistency. Where every day, week in, week out, the same routine, the same lifestyle, the same everything. At the point they give up. But you must tell yourself, my health is at stake. I need to do this. I need to put in my best into this. So whether or not you feel people are motivating you or not, whether or not people are there, you need to stay up your game. And that for me is everything. Self-motivation, where without external push, you are still committed to this. And, living a healthy life is a lifelong goal. Now, I tell people it's beyond weight loss for me, because at the end of the day, I will lose weight. So what happens next? And that is actually an aspect that we need to really look into. I have clients who went through my programs, and right now they are back to the weight they are lost, because the whole goal was about, I want to lose weight. But when you make healthy living a lifestyle, it will guide your life for the rest of your life. So for you, it's beyond just wanting to share 10 kg, losing 5 kg. Sometimes it's for the brag. I lost 70 kg in a few months. I lost this, I lost that. Can we see you still living a healthy life in another 6 months, in another 1 year, another 2 years? Would you be saying something else? So it's beyond. So the weight loss it's not for the brag. The weight gain is not for the brag. It's that for the rest of your life, you are living a healthy life. So that is the goal. Health is the goal, not weight loss. So weight loss is just a vehicle to get there. So when I lose the weight, when I share the weight, or when I gain the weight, I don't stop there. So I continue with my healthy habits, and this is where slimming teas and supplements will not help you. Because if you buy supplements, for example, in 1 month you have lost 20 kg, you're proud of yourself. So what happens next? You only took drugs, but you have not dealt with the habits and the lifestyle that got you there. So I can bet you in another 6 months, you'll be back to where you're coming from. So if I take a slimming tea, for example, it works. In 1 month, in 2 weeks, in 2 months, I've lost 50 kg. People praise me, people appreciate me. Oh, wonderful, you did a good job. But what happens when will I consume drugs for all my life? And that's one thing I keep asking people who take slimming teas and supplements. Can you sustain this? For me, what cannot be sustained is not practicable. It's just for the now. So you just have what is palliative. You just have what is for it's not long term, it's short term. So
Like
after you've lost your weight, so when you've lost your 10 kg, what happens to you after 5 months? So you cannot keep taking drugs for the rest of your life. Why not deal with your bad dietary habits? Why not cut down on this? Why not drink this more? Why not eat more fruit? Why not take more vegetables? Why not sleep more? Why not take care of your health more? There are people who don't do checkups until they want to die. So why not do this more? Why wait till you gain weight again and you won't take another supplement? Why not work on your lifestyle? That's way better than just bragging about losing weight.
Very profound insights you've shared. Intrinsic motivation is very powerful. You need to be intrinsically motivated to want to go on that journey, and then healthy living being the goal, not weight loss. Very important, because if one is committed to healthy living, then weight loss becomes a byproduct, of that commitment. And then it brings me to something, James Clear, who wrote the book, it's a best-selling book, New York best-selling book, Atomic Habits. He said, join a group or tribe where your desired behavior is the normal behavior. It's easier to imbibe a desired habit in a social environment than alone. And I guess this is where coaching, comes to play. Because if you have a good coach will not pamper you in your bad habits. They will tell you the way it is. Someone like Susan will tell you how it is, and will keep you grounded and committed to that decision or that resolve to go on this healthy living journey. However, you still do have to be intrinsically motivated, because if you're only relying on external motivations, what happens when your external motivators are absent? Something very important to ponder. Thank you so much for those wonderful insights. Now, several people do manage to achieve their ideal weights, but after a while, they are back where they started. How can people sustain these weight loss gains through coaching specifically? Because a lot of people cannot go the journey alone, obviously. So they do need some kind of support along the way until they've developed the discipline and the commitment to stay grounded.
Okay, so for my weight loss program, I have a support group. Yes. So I have people who are on the journey with you so that you don't feel like you're the only person. Because the truth is, as much as, I talked about personal motivation, truthfully, you would always need a coach and a support group. That way you would truly be able to, because there are persons who would never be able to lose anything without help. Like, never be able to lose anything without help. So the coaching is important. The group is important. So for persons who are on my weight loss program, we have a support group batch by batch. Now, maintaining the weight is another thing. Okay, and that for me, that's the hardest. It's somehow it's hard to lose weight, but it's way easier than maintaining it, because now you've gotten to quote your promised land and you want to relax, and if you don't put yourself on the edge, and that's why I tell people, if you go through the hard route, knowing what it took you to be able to achieve all you've achieved, then it will also now make you sit up, for the rest of your life. Now, for example, you had to shed 50 kg, for example. You know what it took you. Especially when you don't use you didn't take supplements, you had to really work on your diet and exercise. Those things you did, you have to continue. Of course, it may not be as rigorous as it was when you're about to lose the weight, but you have to maintain it. So for me right now, I have to consciously do it. Sometimes we feel like coaches don't make mistakes. That's not true. There are times we coaches too can become very relaxed, and if you're not careful, the thing you are preaching against, you begin to do it. So for myself, even for myself, there are times I ask myself, "Oh, I hope you're not eating too much. Hope you're not consuming too much sugar." So that at times I tell myself, "Okay, so this week, no soda, or this week we're gonna take swallow once a week, or this week." At times I don't eat bread for like 3 weeks. I have to now. Have I lost weight? Yes, but I have to deliberately now put myself in a place where I don't allow myself get too relaxed, and that is the only way for you to maintain a weight that you have lost. Don't get too relaxed. You feel you have lost it. No, 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 no. The same way you lost the weight, you can gain it, and weight gain is so easy. Like so easy. One bad repeated habit and you have added more than you have lost. So you don't lose guard because you feel like you have lost 15 kg, you have lost 10 kg. You have to stay on your guard. So when you notice that it looks like you are beginning to consume more, then you have to go back to your old routine. Okay, what am I not doing? Where am I eating too late? There are times I'm like, "Oh, Susan, you're eating too late. You've been eating too late lately. Okay, so can we change that?" Or when last you exercise? "Oh, I need to exercise a little bit more this time." Or, "Okay, no, I think I am eating too much bread." You talk to yourself. "Okay, I think I'm doing this more. I need to cut down on this. I think I'm doing this more. I need to cut down on this." Oh, water intake. Oh, okay, it looks like you don't drink a lot of water lately, because if you don't drink a lot of water, it exposes your body to a lot of things. People feel like it doesn't matter. It does, please. So have I taken my fruits today? Okay, when last did I eat vegetables? So you have to go through all of this. What are you not doing right? What am I not doing? What have I been doing wrong? So that way you put yourself on the edge. Remember, the healthy living is the goal. So when that becomes the goal, you begin to really readjust your life. And trust me, when you do that, everything will fall into place.
Remarkable. If you're just joining in, I've been in conversation with Susan Dari. She's a health and weight coach who operates on the philosophy that your body goals are valid, and she's driven by the commitment to make as many people as possible who are interested in going on that journey of healthy living to achieve their goals. Susan accomplished the incredible feat of shedding 17 kg without hitting the gym, and she's been talking to us rather about how she managed to pull off that incredible fit without slimming teas and supplements and without slimming pills, but through sheer discipline and determination of sticking to the right diet and exercise routine. Now, Susan, let's talk about a phrase we all grew up hearing in school and elsewhere: balanced diet. Now, what exactly does a balanced diet look like, and is it achievable by everyone on a sustainable basis?
Okay. So, we're taught in school, balanced diet has all the six classes of food. Now, balanced diet, your food is balanced, or your diet is balanced when it has all the nutrients needed to help you live a healthy life, and within the normal calorie level your body needs per day. So you are actually eating balanced diet when you are on the normal calorie diet per day. Your body is not losing any nutrients. Now, over time, there's something we call keto. I know people hear about that keto diet. People hear about all manner of dietary plans, and then sometimes, and some of all these meal plans don't have all the nutrients the body needs. Now, there are nutrients you will get from animals. There are nutrients you will get from plants, and there are some nutrients that you can never get from. For example, there's something we call choline. Choline is a nutrient you can never find in plants, in a kind of protein. You can only get that in animal protein. So once your diet is lacking all of this, then your food is not not balanced. So for example, I'm consuming rice and stew, for example. Now I need to look into the food. So what and what is not here? Do I have my proteins? Do I have my minerals? And even minerals, are they essential minerals? Vitamins. So that means a good balanced diet should have fruits. So it means you've not eaten a balanced diet in a day if fruits are not present.
Wow.
Your water,
Interesting.
yes, water, vitamins, yes, vitamins, minerals, protein. You see, you should never go a day without taking proteins, because your immune system, your body lymphatic, most of the body systems are hinged on proteins. Most of the body system, body repair, tissue repair, muscle repairs are hinged on proteins. Your immune system is hinged on vitamins like vitamin C. So once your diet is lacking most of all of this, then it's not balanced anymore. So it's beyond saying balanced diet is having all the 6 classes of food. In that class of food, ensure you are eating the nutrients your body truly needs and within the calorie level your body needs per day. So if you are consuming more than your body needs, then your food is not balanced.
Interesting. Quite candidly, with everything you're talking about, I think everyone needs a dietitian. Everyone needs a health coach, a diet coach, a meal planner, honestly, because a lot of us, especially in Nigeria, are ignorant about these things. And you certainly do need the support. Here in Canada, it's easy to access all of these things. Your doctor just refers you, and you're able to access a specialist who can put you through all of these things for free on a needs base. On a needs basis, rather. So everyone does need one to put them through what they need to be doing right. So, guys, it's time for the myth busters. I promise that we're going to be busting some myths around food, around dieting, around weight gain and weight loss. So here we go. Susan, people say that water is good for you, and it doesn't matter how much water you drink in a day. Just keep drinking water and drink lots of it. Is it true that the quantity of water you drink doesn't count so long as you drink lots of it?
Now, sometimes people need to ask themselves, what is lots? What is a lot and what is normal? Now, keep drinking water. No, that is not ideal. The body needs every day 2 to 3 liters of water every day, 3 liters. And anything above 4 liters of water in a day, you'll be on the hyper scale. And before you know, you start having what we call edema. Edema is swelling of whatever area the body wants to start swelling. And I don't think you want that. So your body only needs maximum 3 liters of water every day. So how do you achieve this? 100 cl is 1 liter. Okay, 100 cl is 1 liter. So, for example, for those of us in Nigeria, we have these water sachets, that we sell. One starting about 60 cl. So that means in a day you need 5, and you're good to go. So if you are taking 50 cl bottled water, you need about 6. If you take 6 of that every day, that's already 3 liters. So if you are taking, using 75 cl bottle, you need 4. You take 4 in a day, you're okay. Now, if you're using 150 cl, you just need 2. So at the end of the day, it's absurd to say drink a lot of water. Sometimes when people hear a lot, they just hear drink 1 bottle. So and that in itself is not enough. There's something called dehydration. And it's one way to know if you are healthy, check your urine. Your urine is a test to know if you are healthy or not. If your urine is dark, it's a sign that you are dehydrated. So it means you are not drinking enough water. And that is a sign that your kidneys are overworked. And if you do that consistently, your kidneys will break down. And if you drink too much, you would overwork. You see, you don't drink enough, you overwork your kidneys. You drink a lot, you overwork your kidneys. So what is the idea? Drink 3 liters of water every day, just 3 liters, and that's all. So if you follow what I said, for 50 cl, you should take 6. For 75 cl, take 4. For 60 cl, you take 5, and that's enough.
Interesting. The next myth. Now, same thing is said of vegetables. Just eat a lot of vegetables. So, are all vegetables healthy for consumption by everyone, or are there things to be mindful of people? I mean, to be mindful of by people in different, who have different, health conditions.
Okay. As much as I tell people to eat vegetables, not all. Interestingly, I had a poll like on my WhatsApp status some days ago about catfish. I asked the question, do you eat catfish? Why don't you eat catfish? Any allergies? Shocking enough, I found that people had allergies to catfish, like some very, very serious allergies to catfish. That if I had a particular person who was admitted, she was hospitalized because of catfish. Now, we tell people eat vegetables. You need to watch your body to know what and which you react to. There are people who have terrible allergies when it comes to vegetables. As much as it is open to all, but then what kind of vegetables? Cabbage is a kind, they are called cruciferous vegetables. Cabbage, spinach, kale, broccoli, very good. Pumpkin, yes, pumpkin, water leaf, scent leaf, I think they are done. And some other little ones, but these are the popular ones. So don't just go into the wild and start picking anything because we tell people eat vegetables. So if you're not taking cabbage, you can take broccoli, you can take kale, you can take spinach, you can take pumpkin. Those ones are healthy, but then don't overcook. The thing about these vegetables is that sometimes they are not on scale, especially in Nigeria. We tell people at least 100 grams is enough, and you shouldn't be able to finish it for one meal. But we don't have scales. How many people really scales? We actually do this scale their food in Nigeria. But people who buy in the market, your 15 naira, you only tell for 15 naira is enough. Is enough per meal. That's enough per meal. And you may not be able to even really finish it, okay? But don't just go into the wild and buy so much and eat everything at once. No, that's too much. Even for fruits too, the same thing. I'm going to tell people, eat fruit, eat vegetables. There is a limit to many things. Else, you begin to react to it. And don't forget to that veggies they have dietary fibers, okay? So they help your system, especially when it comes to passage of stool. So if you eat too much vegetables, you may begin to have diarrhea. Yes. So it's
remarkable. Remarkable. Oh, lots to learn, really. So let's round off this interview by busting some dieting and weight loss myths. I'm going to be reading some statements out, and you'll say in 2 or 3 sentences why it's true, in which case it won't be a myth, or why it's false. Now, the first statement: skipping breakfast is a good way to lose weight.
Wow. No, that's entirely not true. Now, there are persons that can work for, but for people who have health conditions, you cannot skip breakfast. No, you cannot skip breakfast. And it's not a general truth, because you can actually skip breakfast and eat a heavy lunch and still gain weight. So your breakfast should be light. Yes, we tell people light breakfast is better off than skipping breakfast and having a heavy lunch. So it's not true. It's not entirely true in all its sense. Yes, please.
So that's a myth. So the second statement: food restrictions. Eat nothing but vegetables and fruits.
Now, that itself is a serious myth. No, please. As much as, okay, we have food, there are food restrictions, but not that you cannot eat everything. For me, my weight loss program is we use homemade food, we use general everyday food to make you lose weight. So you don't have to just stay on fruits and veggies alone. That way, you'll be losing some very essential nutrients that other foods can provide. And if you do that consistently, you will break down your immune system and body metabolism. So with time, you will just be eating veggies and nothing is happening in your body. You need every nutrient is vital. Every nutrient is vital. But what will make you lose weight if you eat them in the right proportion? So I do not go for food restrictions where you only eat veggies and fruits. That will not work. With time, you begin to fall sick. Yeah.
Okay, the third statement: no treats, no snacking, no sweets, no chocolates, no cookies, no cakes if you want to lose weight.
For how long? So that's the question. Now that I tell people what is practicable is what can be sustained. Okay, so as much as I would tell people no snacking, for example, my weight loss program, the first 1 month, no snacking, no. But from the second month, we begin to introduce that gradually. Now, because you cannot utterly stay away from it, because some of those snacks have certain nutrients your body will need. So, for example, people who have hypoglycemia, we cannot tell them not to drink sugary drinks. You cannot tell them to regulate how they drink it. So no snacking, no this, no that. For how long? You cannot do that for the rest of your life. So what we teach people is eat them in the right proportion and not every time. That's all.
The fourth statement: no eating past 8 p.m. Once it's 8 p.m., don't eat, or you cannot lose weight.
Okay. Well. Now, work for persons who have work schedules where they have to close by 9 or by 10, what do? Yes, no eating past 8 p.m. Sure, that's true. You would not like you won't be able to lose weight. You can lose weight, but the only problem is if that is your normal lifestyle, you cannot lose weight. But if there are exceptions to times where you have to eat past 9, fine. But when it becomes a normal habit that every day you eat by 9, 10 p.m., you can't lose weight. But if once in a while that happens where you have to eat after past 8 p.m., that's okay. But to say it's a rule, no, please. Because there are persons who don't come back from work till like 11, 12. If you stay in a place like Lagos, for example. So we tell people if you can't eat, if you come home very late at night because of your work schedule, you can take fruits and light teas. That's fine.
Great. So carbs are fattening, therefore carbs are not good for you.
That's a myth, please. Your body needs carbs. Yes, your body needs carbs for energy, for proper working of your system. Your body needs carbs. What we tell people is regulate and ensure you eat carbs in moderation. You cannot utterly stay away from carbs. It's never possible. Do you know, interestingly, your beans have carbohydrates? So if you tell people don't eat rice, don't eat yam, some of our proteins are very high in carbohydrates. So what do? So you tell people don't eat rice, but eat plenty beans. Your beans have carbohydrates. In fact, there's almost no food or fruits that don't have carbs. So what do? So everything, so you cannot remove carbs from any diet. Almost every food, without some vitamins, some fruits have carbs, but maybe in very low quantity and everything. But just ensure you eat them in there, and that is where coaching comes in, so that you know what and what to eat to help you stay in health. Yeah.
Eat low fat foods only. Eat low fat foods only. Is that a myth or is it true?
It's a myth, please. It's a myth. You can't stay on low fat food. Your body, like I said earlier, every nutrient is vital. Now, knowing how to regulate how you eat them is where the discipline comes in. You can't stay on only low fat food. Every nutrient is vital.
Intense exercise regimes are the only way to lose weight. You have to get involved in intense exercise regimes or you will not lose weight.
That's not true too, because I lost 17 kg and I did not do so much. I did exercises, but not too intense and not every day. Thank you. So, like I said earlier, when I said the old stock, that your body can get to its threshold where you begin to so do intense exercise that your body can no longer lose weight from it. So once you hit your threshold, even if you eat the gym 12 hours every day for the next 1 year, nothing will happen. You only be building muscles. So you don't need intense exercise to lose weight. You just need the right exercises to lose weight. Too intense can damage your body. Yes.
Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. This has been amazing, Susan. This has been amazing. It's been a wonderful learning moment for me. A whole lot of things I didn't know before today that I now know, and will be working on going forward. And I'm sure everyone, who's joined has also picked one or two things that they're going to go away with, more so the importance for support and coaching as you begin to go on your weight loss journey. And, to everyone who's watching now, thank you for staying till the end. I hope you enjoyed our conversation and had your time to work. So until I come your way next time, stay safe, stay winning, and God bless you.